Alfred silhouetted in the sun. And now we're going to get out of here and start South Downs Way. See you later, Alfred. There we go, that's the beginning of Winchester. And let's get on it. Okay, so doing the South Downs Way. It's perfect weather forecast, so no rain forecast. It's going to be pretty warm but not too warm, so I felt like I had no choice in the matter. So yeah, just walking through the suburbs of Winchester at the moment, and this is all fairly familiar territory to me at the moment, and let's see how far we get today. So not far to go. And I live near Exton, but yeah, we're going past that today. See how far we get. It's the view straight over the M3. Not too shabby already. Obviously, apart from the traffic noise, but there you go. Keep your head down. Live firing today. Still, we're not going that way, so it's alright. Seen this that I didn't know existed. It's a pump, bike tools, and a water tap. So far so good. Starting to see a few people now. And the plan is, I reckon, to have lunch in Exton at one of my local pubs, and probably have a beer as well. Probably about 6-7 miles in, so not too far to go to Exton. Alright. Okay, so this is Beacon Hill. Just about to see the Isle of Wight in the distance across the water. And over there is old Winchester Hill. Yeah, so the water tap that I plan to fill up on is out of use at the moment, which is pretty handy in the middle of summer, but I'm trying to get a wriggle on to get to the pub in time for food and whatnot, so wasn't relying on that water, but it was still a bit of a disappointment. Never mind. Right, got to the pub in time. I needn't have worried, to be honest, but I ran down Beacon Hill to get there on time, but like I say, I didn't need to worry, but I did the trick, even though it's just down the road from where I live. Anyway, up old Winchester Hill now. So there's Beacon Hill. It's there, that's where we come from. Pub is down in the valley. I'm on old Winchester Hill at the moment. And I'm hoping to get past Burriton today, but we'll see how we go. Found a geocache completely by accident. Just thought I'd have a rest and turn round and look what we got. Nearly at the top of Salt Hill. Now I've got to decide, should I stay at the Sustainability Centre or press on past Burrington. It's about 4:45, so it's not that late. Right, I decided to press on against my better judgment, get to Queen Elizabeth Country Park and fill up with water, and then find somewhere to wild camp. Yeah, feeling alright, legs feeling a little bit tired, but nothing, don't feel completely ruined, so there, yeah. Right, down to the lovely A3 in a second, and into the country part, fill up with water, and then figure out where we're going to camp. Starting to feel it a bit now on me sort of upper legs, thighs and that really. Okay, it's about 8 o'clock. I've found somewhere to camp. I've probably pressed on a bit hard today for the first day. Probably should have stopped at the sustainability centre, but never mind. I was going to camp at near the country part, but it's a bit quieter around here. So time to get the tent up and get some food down my head and stretch, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do anything. Got the tent up and now the dinner's done. Maggie's noodles, basically like super noodles but with a nicer flavouring. So that's it for tea. Oh, and a Snickers bar. We'll have a cup of tea in a minute, and that's what's going on. The usual eating and drinking. Yeah. Well, it's morning now. I slept pretty well, but kept hearing the fox walking around the tent and was worried he's going to nick my food, but apart from that, no problem. Bit cooler this morning, but I'm sure it's going to warm up. So got a brew on the go, and then I'll start getting organised. I'm glad I pushed on, to be honest, because it's quite a nice place to camp. There's not worried about anyone coming across you. So peace of mind. Alright, all packed up now. Even had a wash, I've even stretched. So yeah, you tend to get up pretty early because it gets light early on, so onwards. Yeah. So now just left Hartington down and we're about to go round Beacon Hill. You can go up and over, but it's a real pig. I don't know if you can see it on the sign, but it's just 69 miles to Eastbourne. So 31 miles in, so not too bad. So that's the valley, and I'm going up there and round the hill. Right, I'm actually picking out the rougher bits to walk on sometimes because it flexes your ankle in a different way instead of just going boom, boom, boom. So it sort of micro stretches your legs if you like, because the rest of the terrain is pretty easy going. Not like in the lakes or Scotland where your ankle's getting taught left to right all the time. And yeah, it seems to have kept any knee problems at bay so far. Still got another 3 days yet, so we'll see. So this is the Devil's Jumps, Bronze Age burial mounds dating back over 3,000 years, the sign says. Right, just coming out of a sort of Cocking way. Didn't go into Cocking itself, it's a bit early for lunch, but I think the next stretch there's not a lot in between, so no pub lunch today maybe. I'm on this massively long concrete road, which is fun, but hopefully I think it levels out soon and we start getting to unfamiliar territory. So that'll be good. Yeah, just got to finish this bloody concrete road. There's the North Downs over there. I'm trying to figure out which is Pitch and Holbury Hill, but I don't know is the short answer. I think that might be Pitch, Holbury and Leaf Hill over there, to the right of where I was filming just now. That's my guess anyway, I know they're closest together. That's where I'm heading, towards those two masts. River Arun, 6 miles, so doing pretty good. Should be alright if you filter it a few times. Nice. You know it's sunny, you want to break out the hat. Yeah, it's pretty tasty now, it's about 2 in the afternoon. Had planned to be in the pub at this time of the day, but there you go. Sure we'll hit one at some point. There's one in Harrington? Something like that. One in there, but a bit late for lunch. Might be a bit early for dinner, we'll see what happens. One for my mate Toby Stone. Memorial to a sailor. This is the River Arun. It's a nice change of scenery from the chalk and flint. There should be a tap around here somewhere. Drinking water. I was getting worried for a moment that it doesn't exist, but one water tap that's missing. Okay, camping opportunities around here looking a bit limited. I might push on to Washington. There's a caravan and camping site there. Spanking through the mileage, but there's not a lot. You can't really pitch up, you know, where you want, like in the mountains. So, and there's not a lot to do in the evening. So there you go. See what happens. See if I find anywhere before then. Right, I was just about to head down to Washington, and then I saw this little spot with a bench, and I think this will do us. So just had a cup of tea, and then I'll do my food, and then wait a bit, and might put a tent up, or I might just sort of cowboy camp. But we're out of the way here a bit, and I think maybe a proper campsite tomorrow to have a shower before the last day. Yeah, it's been up bloody hot today, but I kind of knew that. Yeah. Okay. Top tip as well, if you're going to stop for a while, make sure you stretch before, otherwise you won't be able to move. I just had to roll around like a crab on my back, beetle on its back, and stretch before I could get up again. So I must remember, stretch. Moved into this thicket of hawthorns because bloke passed me earlier when I was looking at the map and didn't say anything, but I thought better safe than sorry. This might keep the dew off the sleeping bag a bit as well. Not the most ideal place, hawthorn, but at least I'm not using an air mattress, so there you go. At least I'm out of sight and out of mind under it. Okay, it's morning now. It's about 6 o'clock. And it's time to get a brew on. Slept alright, not brilliant but not terrible either. And yeah, time for a cup of tea. So that's where I camped, in that little thicket there. It was an acceptable camp. Bit noisy because of the road more than anything, to be honest. So there you go. So this is Chanterbury Hill Fort, I'm pretty sure. There's Chanterbury Dew Pond just back there. So let's go and have a nose about. Now, I'm no history expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not Bronze Age. Just had a walk round the hill fort and through it. It's very nice, but noticed quite a few fire scars and just toilet paper and stuff. Just a shame because it's a really nice place. So people need to clean up their shit, literally. Oh well. There we are. There's the ring from the other side. Leaving it now. I just stopped in the old White Jade to have a proper brew and a bit of cake, and now heading to Devil's Dyke to the pub. I keep thinking about pushing on again, but I think I'll just take it easy today, and there's still not too much to do on the last day, so, especially if we get up early. Happy days. I think, pretty sure that's Devil's Dyke. There'll be a pub near there somewhere, so doing good for time. Alright, just coming out the pub now. I was in two minds whether to hit the pub up. There's a sort of cafe further down the road, but not sure if it sold beer, and it was a risk I was not willing to take. So I've had a pint of Doom Bar and a pint of Seafarers and a chicken BLT, so it's all good in the hood. Probably find a tree to sleep under now. Feel alright though, so not too far to go till the end. Alright, catch you in a bit. Okay, so it's day 4. Stayed at the campsite last night, which was nice enough. Nice to have a shower and rinse the old kegs out. Bit lumpy trying to find a level pitch, but never mind. And yeah, so last day into Eastbourne today. So I think I'll go through the Seven Sisters Country Park. It's slightly longer, but I think it's going to be a bit more scenic. Kind of want to get home, but it's a difference of a couple of k's. So, and I think it's got less elevation, so I think we'll do that. Okie doke, up the hill. It's pretty warm already, but I think luckily it flattens out at the top, so not too much up and down. Then I can't remember what happens after that. Down the valley with the contrasting barley, poppy, grass, and then the sea in the background. Very scenic. Thankfully there's a reasonable breeze today, so it's keeping things somewhat cool. Anyway, onwards. This is an old dew pond, and I basically dug these on the downs for the cattle and the sheep. Back in, from the Bronze Age onwards, I think. Looks like this one still gets used a bit, but it's all dry now. First navigational mistake through southeast. The sign was pointing slightly too straight. But it wasn't too much of a problem, but I have found a tap, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Okay, so I'm on the main ridge that heads to Alveston. It's not too much up and down. And see how we're going for time now. I think it's about 11 now, so doing pretty good. I think we get to Alveston about 2/3 of the way, so that'll be a result. Alright, so not too far to go. I've basically got to head over there and left. But first I've got to get down to Alveston, so let's do that. Just outside of Alveston, I thought I'd air the feet out so I don't massacre them for the last leg. Nice to finish on a good note so far. Just a few hot spots, but nothing, no blisters or anything, so let's take care of them. Right, heading over the river from Alveston. Well, the river's low. Had a good feed in Alveston from the local village stores. Make baguettes to order, but there's also a couple of pubs that look pretty decent. It's a nice little place actually. I wasn't going to stop, but I felt I had no choice. Lemon meringue pie as well, so can't go wrong. A nice route this way, the walker's way. Got river either side, nice change of scenery walking through the valley. So bit of a change from the downland, which is nice. He smashed straight on. We've got to turn left. That was lucky. Just about to see the white horse from here. I don't know what it's called. I have to look at the map and find out. Just spotted it. There's Cuckmere Haven on the River Cuck. It's a team of school kids. Shouldn't they be down the mines? Are outside. Okay, we're getting there. Sort of round the corner, a few k's, and then we're heading to Eastbourne. I'm looking forward to that. It's been quite up and down. Nearly there. Well, we're finished. Now I've got to find a chip shop on the way to the train station, which could be interesting. Happy days. That last bit was good value for money. Just kept on going on, up and down, up and down. Never mind.